Hey, so in this video, I'm going to walk through my vinyl record turntable setup. This is coming from the perspective of somebody who's collected vinyl records for the past 12 to 13 years. And I've kind of slowly grown this setup over time. I started super simple, and this is what I've been rolling with for about a decade now. Let's get into it. All right, so this is the most important piece of the setup. You can't play a record without a record player. And so this is the U-Turn Orbit. Now, I bought this probably in 2014, 2015. And so this is their Gen 1 turntable. I've had it for at least a decade. It has played just as well today as it did the day I bought it. Comes in a lot of fun colors. Running Audio Technica. I can't remember what it's called, but that green needle there. I didn't get the crazy, what is it, an acrylic turntable. This is just the basic turntable. It'll play 33 RPMs, it'll play 45 RPMs. Doesn't play 78, so if you have a need for that, they probably have an upgraded one at this point that's going to play variable speeds. Now here's the thing I did splurge on when I first bought this, is that I'm paranoid about having to lay the needle down with my finger. Sometimes I'm a little heavy-handed, and I came from an Audio Technica LP60. So that automatically just did it for you. And so you see this little lever back here. So you can just take the needle. I got Rain in Blood right now on the turntable. And you'll just lower this lever here, which is going to lower this arm. And voila, you don't got to worry about being too heavy-handed or drop the needle on the record. It just lays it right down for you. And then once you're done, you just whoop, bring it back up, put it over to its little spot, and it's all good to go. So I love it. This is a great turntable. It's lasted me for forever. I anticipate it lasting a lot longer. Big fan of U-Turn. All right, so what do we got hiding down here? If you have the U-Turn Orbit turntable that I have, doesn't come in with the built-in preamp. So you need to buy a preamp. And so this is the preamp I got. It's a DJ Accessories. Basically, probably in 2013, 2014 when I needed a preamp. This was probably the most affordable one that my college budget could afford, and it has lasted me this long, and it's still humming like a champ. All right, next year we got the Onkyo TX SR502 receiver. So this was gifted to me along with the speakers I'll show you here in a minute from a friend of mine who was upgrading their audio surround sound system, and they said, hey, you're into records, do you want these speakers and this receiver? And I said, why, yes, I do. So this was a pretty major upgrade for me probably 9 years ago. What I run through it today is basically the record player, and then I also have a Bluetooth setup so that I can connect any albums I'm streaming to the receiver and to my speakers as well. This is all for music. And here are the Infinity Tower speakers. Now these things freaking rock. I again got these in 2016. From a friend, and they came along with the receiver, and believe me, I came from a pair of bookshelf speakers from Best Buy, the Insignia brand, to these, and these blow them out of the water. All right, no vinyl record setup would be complete without a anti-static record brush. So here's what this is for. Do you ever get the records out of the inner sleeves and they're all staticky and sticks to you? Feels like if you touch somebody, you're going to shock them. Well, this is the thing that's going to prevent that. It'll take a lot of that dust and kind of just residual dust off of the record right before it plays, because you're going to hear that static come through the needle. It's not going to be a good time. This is why you buy one of those. So if you're collecting records, you also need your record cleaner and your microfiber cloth. I mostly buy used records. I'm rarely buying new ones. If there's a record that came out before the 2000s or before the 90s, chances are I'm going to buy the one from the 70s and 80s and the 60s, not the one that's re-released at Target. And so that's why this is important. I got this from my local record store, Doc's Records in Fort Worth, and I'll be honest, I've had this bottle for 10 years. I'm still using it. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's still good. I don't see any floaties or anything in it. So maybe it's just dishwater or dish soap and water. I don't know, but it works. I'm sure your local record store sells something similar too. All right, now what's holding it all together? This is a IKEA calyx. Everybody in the record community knows what a calyx is. It almost is like it's perfectly built to house vinyl records. I needed a place to put the receiver, so I just didn't put the centerpiece on the top one here. And then I got some just random cords, audio equipment right below it. But this is what's holding the whole setup together. And if we fast forward over here, we got another bigger calyx. You'll see some of my YouTube shorts. These are where all the records are. Listen, I don't have 500 to 1,000 records. I used to have way more than this, but I've kind of adopted the philosophy of quality over quantity. And so this is the collection as of now. It's all perfectly kind of fit within this larger calyx, along with some of my 4Ks and my books. But this is pretty much it. All right, well, that's the video. That is what I'm rocking today. That's my setup. And if you like more vinyl related content and you like 30-second vinyl reviews, follow me here and click the subscribe button. All right, thanks. See you later.